What if your childhood playground turned into the deadliest survival game ever? That's basically Grounded 2. Hello, I'm Ellie. Today I am doing game review of Grounded 2. This is an open world survival game. By the way, Xbox gave me this game code. If you are curious about what Grounded 1 is about, click the link above. When you start a new game, there are two game modes in Grounded 2, Survival and Creative, and each one has its own sub-difficulty options. The option says Custom. It is not available yet because Grounded 2 is currently in early access. You can play in first person or third person and pick from 4 teams.
Hey, I'm Maxwell. Maxwell Smalls. Remember that name.
I'm Willow, yeah? You can pick me. Up to you.
Hi there, I'm Pete. I know all about arthropods.
Hoops is in the house, ready to dunk, baby.
If you want to switch characters later, just die in-game and choose a new one on the respawn screen. Okay, let's start the journey from naming this world. My channel is doing reviews on game and tech. Don't forget to like and sub so you won't miss future updates. So, in Grounded 1, by the end, you piece the machine back together and manage to reverse the shrinking. You and your friends return to normal size, and the world hears about Omni-Tool's experiments. Grounded 2 picks up a couple of years after the first game. Pete, Max, Willow, Hoops, and even Tully, the shrink tech. They're shrunk again, and this time they are in a way bigger, way more ominous place. Brook Hollow Community Park. Brook Hollow Park isn't just a backyard like what we had in Ground 1. It's freaking massive. It's 3 times bigger with new biomes like ice cream trucks turned frozen zones, greenhouse areas, toxic wastelands, and hidden labs. More to explore, and the experience of exploration is more enriched than that in the first game. I want to mention the vertical exploration, like a ton of park features, act like natural towers, and you're encouraged to build upwards. However, the map isn't quite intuitive. Tall grass, giant props, twisting vertical areas. It's easy to get turned around. Without solid landmarks memorized, you'll feel like you're doing laps. Some players say it's coolly chaotic. Others call it a headache. Because the map is so much bigger, the frame drops in denser zones, and there is occasional glitch where resources spawn in weird spots or enemies get stuck. Typical early access stuff, but still annoying when you're exploring. So, we're back to being tiny and trying to make it in this giant park. You gotta keep your character alive when you're hungry, grab some food. When you're thirsty, find something to drink. And no, you don't need to have played Grounded 1 to dive into Grounded 2. Just like other survival games, you've got to manage HP, energy, hunger, and thirst. But it is not hard in this game. There are new enemies like scorpions, snails, butterflies, caterpillars, and more sneakier threats. The whole combat system that actually feels like a step up from the first game. In Grounded 1, your survival style was basically, just use whatever you crafted. But Grounded 2 is a different story. They've added proper archetypes. Warrior, Rogue, Ranger, and even Mage. Yup, think of a class, and it changes how you fight, gather, and survive. It is not like Diablo level complexity, but it adds way more flavor and way more replay value. So for the weaponized tools, warriors go full tank with clubs and hammers. Rangers use bows and crossbows. Rogues use daggers. Mage! Yeah, this has surprised me too. You literally get elemental attacks using crafted staffs. Construction in Grounded 2 is ridiculously fun. As a survival game, of course it comes with a deep base building system, but it goes further than you would think. You've got materials like grass, stems, clover, pine, and thatch to craft walls, fences, and all kinds of decorative touches. Paste them together and suddenly you're not just building shelter, you're shaping a real home. Then trick it out into whatever backyard fortress your imagination can dream up to protect you from bugs. You know, in the game, there are hundreds of recipes, workstations, furniture, decorations, crafting stations, and acorn turrets, roasting spits, beds, basketball hoops. Yes, actual hoops. Smoothie stations. But of course, collecting materials need tools to collect them. Early on, you'll start with the basics, chopping grass, smacking pebbles, pulling clover, but the real thing is the new gadget called the Omni-Tool. Same to that Swiss Army knife of survival. Instead of juggling between an axe, hammer, shovel, wrench, the Omni-Tool combines them into one thing. What a game changer! Upgradable is the coolest part. You take it to the ranger station, spend some raw science plus upgraded materials, and your Omni-Tool isn't just chopping grass, it's smashing tougher rocks, digging faster, even unlocking new crafting options. It makes progression smooth because as you unlock new biomes with scarier bugs and tougher materials, your tool grows alongside you. As someone who played Grounded 1, I'm really enjoying this one too. Yeah, it's still in development, so there are some funny glitches. Like sometimes when you die, your bag just vanishes off the map, or when there's a resource right in front of you but you can't pick it up. Still, the game is awesome. The graphics look amazing, gameplay upgrades, and right now there are around 15 story quests, so roughly 20 hours of content already, with more on the way. Can't wait to see the future updates and new areas to explore. I'm Ellie, thanks for watching.